So hello and welcome back to Let's Play American Truck Simulator. So today we just got off the back of dropping off that cable reel. So if we have a look at the freight market, what's coming out of Yuma, we've only got about 5 hours until we need to rest, so maybe a job down to El Centro may be pretty good, but it looks like all the jobs are going absolutely miles away. So let's have a look at the external contracts, see if there's anything good coming out of here. So we're on El Centro or maybe Ehrenberg. But it looks like the game, oh there we go, El Centro, $3,000. Let's do that. 56 miles, so not massively long, but we do need to go and we need to go and repair the truck as well, because we have been, well, the truck has been cutting out recently, so I want to go and fix that. It's got 12% on it, still from when we got absolutely sideswiped by that by the car taking that, was it fuel, diesel? Can't quite remember what it was. Right, so let me just reset the truck IR, put it in a precision mode. Can we make this turn? I think we can. Cool. But yeah, I'm still using the Blue Yeti. The video that you saw yesterday, I believe it was Best Drives US 1. That was pre-recorded a couple of days before it came, so that was on the Rode Video Micro. So that's, if you're wondering, that's the quality difference. If you saw that video yesterday, and hopefully you agree that this microphone sounds and is a lot louder. This guy isn't in a rush, is he? He's going at his own pace, don't blame him. Or maybe he's just doing loops, who knows. There's the hot dog guy. Winning in life he is. Under 27-degree heat, walking around in a hot dog suit. That's what I want to be when I grow up. I feel bad for him. I feel like we should go and buy a hot dog from him. Only if you could. Right, let's go right before we go and pick the trailer up. And we will probably take these oversized stickers off. So I don't think we need them now. But it's annoying. So we'll take them off, and then we won't get all of our money back. So when we put them back on again, it'll cost us even more money. Where if we had an inventory, that would be perfectly fine, so we'd just keep them in there forever. Right, let's go and get them off. But it's going to look a bit different and bare now that they're off. So let's just click enter. Upgrade shop. So we want to take that off, that off, that off. Does look better there, doesn't it? Syncing, and let's service. So 220. So it's 7 on the engine. That would have been 3.7. Transmission 4. That would have been, let's say, 4. Chassis, that's $3,000. That's 7. 8.5. Say about $9.5 in total. But our co-insurance, we only have to pay $220. That would have been expensive. Almost $10,000 in repairs. Luckily this isn't Euro Truck. Let me just remove that. Right, let's go and get this trailer. Look at that. That's very classic. Awesome. I love the colour though. It's sort of like a really dark burgundy. Just put the speed back on. I've noticed when you service your truck, it resets your computer. I'm not sure why. It's a very industrial town by the looks of it. There isn't many houses around here, apart from very near that river. it's already set in because it's an external. Again, I'm getting those drops in frames, and then it picks up again. Now I'm back at 70. Oh dear. Oh, I may have missed that a bit too much. I was too focused on not hitting that panel. A bit too far over. It's kind of awkward, this place, because it's on like a hill. Then you have to roll down into your truck, into your trailer, without hitting those things in front of you. And there isn't much room to maneuver. There we go. Okay, all attached. I believe it's a reservoir tank. Yeah, 10 tons. And we've got 5 hours until next rest. And we got 41 minutes to do it, apparently. Right, which way should we go? Let's go this way. These 10 tons should be completely fine for this 625 brake. Starting off in 6th and everything. Yeah, I just wish they finished those buildings. I mean, it's been there since the game came out like that. I wish they just came back and actually built them. Like, you feel like you've done something to help build it. I think that would be really... I can't think of the word off the top of my head. Satisfying. That'd be really satisfying, thinking that I've helped build that. But I don't know. Let's follow this Crown Victoria. I don't think they make those anymore. I think it's been quite a few years since they've stopped making them. And a lot of, well, I believe this is right anyway, but a lot of sort of police are just selling them now because they're getting all new Ford Fusions and things like that. So a lot of people are buying used ones, like ex-cop cars, which is really cool in America. I mean, it's sort of like a huge V8. I believe it's rear-wheel drive, so a lot of fun in that car. I believe it's only got like a 4-speed automatic, like a rubbish gearbox, but a V8 for like maybe like a few $1,000s, and quite a bit of fun. Sounds rather cool. I'm not completely sure if they sold it with other engines as well, but most of the sort of police interceptors and things like that had V8s. So cool. We don't get anything like that in this country. All sort of Vauxhall Astra police cars and things like that. You do get some of the police interceptors, like got Subaru Imprezas, Ford Focus RSs. Oh my gosh, watch my speed. There's a cop car right there. Things like that, but nothing on the scale that America has got. I'm surprised not many of them use Ford Raptors for police cars. Things like that. I suppose they're a bit expensive, but I do really like them. A lot of people are against the new V6 EcoBoost, and I'm sure quite a few of my American viewers, because they're my top sort of viewing base, followed by UK and then Sweden. I'm guessing quite a lot of them are annoyed about the sort of V8 going to a V6, but I just like the idea of it. I really do love V6s. It's probably one of my favourite engines, if not my favourite engine type. I just love the sort of rasp it makes, and they're a lot more common to see, so I don't really mind it. And I still think it sounds awesome, the new Raptor. But I just don't really understand the downsizing that much, because when you look at the sort of fuel economy side of it, I believe those sort of EcoBoost engines that they fit into the new Raptors, even though I really like them, they're not saving that much fuel really. They're still getting really sort of poor RPMs, miles per gallon. So I believe Top Gear, the new Top Gear, did a sort of test with this, where Chris Harris drove the old Boxster, or maybe it's Cayman, I can't remember, around the track, the Top Gear test track, which has the flat 6, and then he drove the new one with the 4-cylinder. And the reason they had to downsize Porsche is because all the emissions stuff and regulations. But he just shown us that it doesn't actually make much difference having the smaller engine. It's only when you drive them like a nanny that you get the actual sort of emission regulations with the cars. Otherwise, when you drive them how they were designed to driven, like, I mean, it's a sports car at the end of the day, you get nowhere near the sort of fuel economy that is being suggested. So I don't know, I'm not sure about downsizing. I'm sure it helps in other areas, like it makes a car lighter and stuff, but it's not, which in turn does help on the fuel economy, I suppose. But I'm not convinced by it all. But what I was talking about before, I do like the new Raptors. That's what I was trying to say. Even though the V8 and the old one still sounds absolutely epic. So I was looking on Auto Trader the other day at prices for Raptors, and they're about 95,000 in the UK, which is around $120,000, I think. Whereas they're about $70 US in. We're just parking in there, I believe. They're about $70,000 US in, obviously, in America, and then in the UK that's equivalent to about 53,000. So they're very expensive in the UK, but still really cool. So let's reverse this in here. But yeah, that sort of money, 53,000 in the UK, would get you a supercharged V6 F-Pace. So that's the sort of equivalent that we have over here. But the Raptor in the UK is probably still a little big, to be honest, for the small roads over here. Let's just pull it forward a bit. So there we go. Hopefully you enjoyed that video. If you did, please give me a like, subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Goodbye.